Desert biomes are often thought of as barren lands devoid of life. Deserts actually contain a large amount of rare species with very specialized adaptations. The extreme weather makes deserts seem like tough environments, but in reality, this biome consists of extremely fragile ecosystems that cover about 20% of the Earth's surface. I'm going to talk about where deserts are located, the climate of this biome, the physical characteristics, the flora and fauna and how they are adapted to these regions, and some current environmental problems that we face. Deserts are found throughout the world and are located on every continent except for Europe. In North America, we have the Sonoran, Mojave, and Great Basin deserts. Going down to South America, we see the Atacama Desert in Chile and the Patagonian Desert located in Argentina. Moving over to Northern Africa, we see the Saharan Desert, which covers 12 countries including Egypt, Sudan, Chad, Niger, and Morocco. Moving into the Middle East, we see the Arabian Desert, which stretches from Yemen to the Persian Gulf. In Asia, the largest desert is the Gobi Desert, which stretches from northern China and into southern Mongolia. Last, we see the Australian Desert, which covers most of the interior of the country. The precipitation of the desert is often less than 25 centimeters a year and is very unpredictable. Temperatures can range from 49 degrees Celsius and drop below 0 degrees Celsius. The extreme fluctuations are caused by the little humidity in the atmosphere. Because of the low humidity, it receives twice as much solar radiation and loses twice as much heat at night. This graph shows where solar radiation is concentrated in the United States. As you can see, solar radiation is highly concentrated in the desert regions. Next, we see climographs of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and Elko, Nevada. As you can see, there is a low amount of rainfall in both areas and temperatures fluctuate throughout the year. The topography of deserts vary by region. In extremely arid regions, such as the Sahara, the landscape is covered in sand dunes that wind patterns are constantly shifting. Many deserts of the world are also characterized by flat plains, which are formed as a result of extensive faulting. An example of this can be seen in the Great Basin Desert. In some of the drier parts of the Sonoran deserts, you will see what is called desert pavement. Desert pavement is comprised of tightly packed stones that are formed over time by wind removing fine sediments from the surface. Sometimes mountains are found in the otherwise flat plains of the desert, as seen in Namibia. The two major soils found in desert regions are iridosols and entosols. Iridosols are characterized by being dry most of the year with limited leaching. They contain a subsurface horizon in which calcium carbonate, gypsum, silica, salts, and clay can accumulate. Entosols occur in areas where the deposition of material occurs faster than the soil can develop. This is seen in areas such as the Saharan Desert. In the desert, evaporation and infiltration typically occur so fast there is only flowing surface water during seasonal heavy rainstorms, leaving dry stream beds for most of the year. Many deserts also have underground water storage that is often in decline in areas with large human developments. Because of the limited resources, the flora and fauna of desert regions have adaptations that allow them to cope to the dry environment, extreme heat, and food shortages. The flora typically seen in deserts consist of cacti, grasses, palm trees, and small shrubs. Cacti are a great example of how flora copes with extreme environments. Their seeds are extremely resistant to drought and have also been shown to have seed hydration memory, which is when seeds adjust their germination times according to previous hydration experiences. They also have shallow and widespread root systems which collect water from a large area. Their spines prevent predation by thirsty animals, and they are covered in a waxy coating that prevents water loss. Fauna in the desert typically consists of birds, reptiles, small mammals such as rodents, and ungulates such as camels. Many animals are nocturnal to escape the sweltering heat during the day. Animals of the desert are typically adapted to derive all the water they need from their food source and can withstand prolonged periods of drought and food shortage. The golden spiny mouse found in the deserts of Israel adapts to food shortages by lowering their metabolic activity. Camels store water in the fatty tissues of their humps and can survive months without taking a sip of water. The main threats to deserts today are climate change and human exploitation. As the earth is warming, rainfall is becoming more unpredictable, which is causing the expansion of deserts called desertification. Oil drilling is also causing many issues through disrupting wildlife migration patterns, polluting desert ecosystems, and contributing to climate change. To save the fragile desert ecosystems, we need to reduce our dependency on fossil fuels and start taking steps towards a cleaner future.